episode. Today my R33 is getting some new BC Racing Coilovers installed, brand new. And a big thanks to Just Jap for sending them out within 16 hours. They made it to my house. So the versions that I've got, the series are BR. I chose the gold ones over the red ones. They were about $250 more than the red versions. And a big thanks to all my followers on Instagram for sending me photos, the difference between the red coilovers and the gold coilovers. It's amazing how many photos you guys sent of your coilovers, telling me how good they are around corners. So it means a lot you guys took the time out to let me know the difference between the red version and the gold version. The gold version, as I said, was only about $200 more. I thought, why not? I got that tax return anyway. And everyone was telling me that the red ones are a bit softer than the gold ones. The gold ones are stiffer, and I like a bit of that stiffness. Well, that came off a little gay. So with the coilovers that I have in my car now, they're pretty much bottomed out. I couldn't lower them anymore, so I lowered it from the preload, and I'm not happy with these coilovers for the past year. I've been kicking myself to get new racing coilovers because I spent a lot of money rebuilding my RB25. If you guys haven't seen my rebuild videos, highly recommend checking them out because I rebuild my RB25 from bottom to the top. We're pushing out a lot of power, so it's time to upgrade the suspension. So now I can't wait to try out these guys and give you guys a review of the gold BC coilovers. So the ones that haven't done coilovers in an R33, this is what you have to go through. These are a pain in the ass to get out. Removing coilovers is like one of the easiest jobs to do in your car. It's just annoying to do the parcel shelf stuff in the R33, but what you want to do is you go to the top of the coilover, remove the two nuts, and then you remove the bottom bolt like this. Get this guy out of here. And once you remove the two nuts at the top, this guy will come out freely. Same with stock suspension as well, so it's not just coilovers. Ah, oh, damn, dude. Just watch out for... Oh, shit. That's gonna be sore in the morning. Once you remove both your rear coilovers, put them to the side. Grab your new rear coilovers, the BC ones. This is the rear one. I've already shortened one length. I'll show you guys in a second what I mean. What we're going to do is we're going to match it same length as the coilover I had in this, because the ride height that I had before I was really happy with. We might go a touch lower, nothing wrong with that. So yeah, once you get your new coilovers, match them up with your old coilovers so they're the same length, so you get the same ride height. But if you want to go lower, you're going to have to play around, trial and error till you get the right fitment. But I know that this guy for sure is what I want. So we're going to grab the other rear coilover and then we'll match it with this guy as well. So if you see here, we got both of them pretty much at the exact same height. The difference is when this compresses, it might sit a lot lower. So I'm going to have to do some trial and error. As I said, this is on the lowest setting, so we're going to chuck this in the car. When we drop the car down, we'll see how low it goes. If not, all we have to do is just wind this guy out and we'll make the ride height a little bit higher. I don't want to be too slammed, but I just want to have that nice bit amount of low. Show you guys a little trick how to get this guy up there. So what you're going to do is you're going to bolt him at the bottom, and then we're going to grab the jack. You're going to put the jack here, and then we're going to raise up the rotor, and this will lift up this coilover, and then it'll sit it into those two holes up there. So it's just like that. You raise up the jack and then raise up the coilover. Then you go to the top of the car, put the two nuts in at the top of the coilover. Then we'll leave this guy hand tight for now because we're going to drop the jack. I'm going to figure out how low these coilovers are to the car down. We'll see how low it sits because they're both in the lowest setting, so I don't know how low it's going to be. But if it's completely slammed, we're going to have to raise it. So I've done everything hand tight just in case I could do some trial and error. So let's see how it goes. Alright, so I've just dropped it and it's pretty slammed, so I'm going to let the coilovers relax a little bit and we'll come back to it. What the hell? This side didn't drop as low it did on the left side, so we're going to let this guy compress. You can see how this guy is sitting really low, so we're going to come back to it in about 10 minutes and we'll see what they look like. But I'm going to do the fronts in the meantime. I'm not going to be bothered filming that because this isn't an install video. This is a test review with these BC Racing coilovers, and I can't wait to take these out and have some fun. Alright dudes, what you do with the front coil as well, same thing as the rears. Get your old coilovers, do the same length as your old ones, chuck them back in. It's exactly what I've done. So I've got this guy all tightened up right now. Came with new nuts, looks pretty sick. So yeah, I'm going to do the other side, drop the car down, and we'll go for a cheeky test drive. Just finished installing all 4 sides of the BC Racing coilovers. We've got them all installed right now. But something really weird has happened. I made sure that on all sides of the coilovers, like the fronts were matching, same length, the rear ones were the same length. But this side, look how low it sits, right? So that's the lower setting, look how low that sits. Then we'll go to the other side. It doesn't sit as that low. And then with the front side, I made sure that both were the same length, the coilovers. This side is sitting slightly lower than this side. I have no idea why that's happened. Like, all of them are the same length. The back ones are matching, the front ones are matching, and for some reason they're just slightly all out of place. And it's really annoying. So I'm just going to go for a test drive, go over some bumps, hopefully they all compress together, see what happens, man. I have no idea why that happened, but hey, they're all installed. And with the soft and hard setting, I'm not going to touch those just as yet. So you see here, I'm going to leave my parcel shelf open for now so I can reach the soft and hard setting right there, if you guys can see that. Go for a few test drives, go to Touge spots, hit some corners really fast, play around with the settings, stiffen up the rear, we'll stiffen up the front as well. The rears I'm going to have a lot more harder than the front, but we'll do adjusting when that time comes. For now I'm just going to go for a test drive, see how these coilovers feel. But for now I just want to see how the car feels. Hopefully it's more comfortable than my old coilovers. They should be, because these are $1,500 coilovers, so they better do their job. So far the new coilovers feel pretty good. I've got to roll my guards a bit more because the car's got lower, but that's alright. We'll just go for one little cheeky test drive. As I said before, for some reason the right side is sitting slightly lower than the left side, so what I might do is I might raise that right coilover just a little bit up so it matches the left one, and then the rear ones do the exact same thing on the left side, just raise it up just a little bit. It's annoying, but I want to match all my coilovers. I don't want my car to be wonky. Alright, so far with the BC Racing coilovers, I actually do feel the comfort in them. They're a lot better than my coilovers that I previously had in the car. Feels a lot nicer on bumps as well. Oh, see how it's hitting that guard? Got to raise that coilover up just a little bit. But we'll see how it feels over these bumps. As you guys know, it's pretty heavy bumps, man. Like in my old coilovers, it was like poof, poof. We'll see how they feel in this. And I haven't touched the settings either, so once I stiffen them up, it'll probably get a bit harder. Doesn't matter where you go, there's heavy bumps everywhere. So you guys, I said, oh, my coilovers were bad. These coilovers did the exact same thing. So as I told you guys, these roads suck. Comfort of driving on the smooth surface is really nice. It's just the bumps are always going to be harsh around my town. They just have the worst road conditions ever. And with the coilovers, as I said, the front right coilover needs to be raised and the rear back left one needs to be raised a little bit as well. And then it should be all good. Then we're going to do the Hikers Eliminate kit and then get a wheel alignment, and this car should feel amazing. But you guys a walk around of my R33. I try to make all the coilovers even at the front and the rears. For some reason the front I got kind of perfect, but the rear one I lower the right side and then this side goes lower. It just makes no sense. So this is the best I'm going to be able to get it. So that's one side of the rear and that's the other side of the rear. It's only off by about 3 mil. I raised the front so we're not eating up that harness anymore. We're not really scrubbing unless I go full lock around a bend and we hit some bumps, but other than that, that's perfectly fine. Now that I've shown you the walk around of my car, it's time to see how this dampering setting feels stock going through the corners. Once we get to the end of the spot, what we're going to do is I'm going to do my old R32 dampering setup. I put 10 clicks of hard in the back, 6 clicks of hard at the front. I'm pretty sure that's going to be on the money, so hopefully it goes all well, but we'll find out after these runs. Any point filming this, so what I've done is with the dampering settings at the back and the front, in my R32 in the old days I had the dampering setting at the back on 10 and at the front I did them at 6. At the back I did hard 10 clicks both sides, and then at the front on hard as well, 6 clicks at the front. That was my old setting in my R32 up and down here, and I really liked it. So let's see if this setting works perfectly fine with the BCs and in an R33. Tell the difference by playing with the dampering settings. Oh, that's so much better. You can tell by the rear of the car it's actually staying more solid. So far it's actually really nice and dry. It's really smooth through the corners. just made it back home from my test run, and I can happily say that these BC Racing coilovers feel amazing. Even with the stock dampering setting as they came from the box, going around the corners, the ride felt really smooth, didn't feel that harsh, took the corners really nice. I thought I was going to go up and down trial and error, but no joke, putting it 10 at the back and 6 at the front and going around those corners, as you guys could see, it took those corners so well. It was nice and smooth, nothing sketchy about it. I'm hoping next week I'll have the eliminate bar put in. The only issue that I reckon I'm going to be running into is the ball joints that are stuck in the rear knuckle. It's going to be a pain in the ass to get out, but we'll see how we go. And if you're a new viewer, make sure to hit that subscribe button, share this video to your mates, leave a comment down below, hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys next episode. Catch you guys later.